dating apps are full of men who are vagina chasers and senior citizens with bad dick. So they either want easy pussy or they don't have dick game. They suck in bed. I have been on apps, and that's why I don't go on there. Every man, every man with a penis within a 500 radius of me is going to be swiping right on every woman trying to get that vagina. They're not that picky. Men will even fuck corpses. There's a word for it. Necrophiliacs. MILF porn, GILF porn, hottest porn on the internet. There's no wall for women. They will fuck anything, and they're not that choosy. They will fuck anything. That's why they swipe on anything. They don't even read the profile. Oh, it's a woman. There's a vagina. She's got tits and ass. I'm down. Swipe, swipe. Another woman, swipe. They do not even read the profile. They have no idea what you're writing. And then you get these old crusty guys that have no dick game because their dick no longer works. They don't know how to thrust. And you're pretty much dealing with some guy who's going to need hospice care soon. You know, that's not hot to me. If you don't need the guy's money and you like sex, I don't know why you're dealing with an old guy. The women that like old guys either need the guy's money for financial security or they do not like fucking. I want to know if you disagree with me. And no one likes a guy who's 300 miles away, some lame, fat, short guy with no education who swipe right on you just because you have a vagina. They're not that choosy. When women go through these dating apps, we're like, does this guy look trustworthy? Does he look kind? Is he fit? Does he have kids? Does he also have an education? Is he like a little taller than me? You know, what does he written in his profile? A lot of these guys write nothing. They're so entitled. They think a woman's just going to fall into their laps because they swipe. It doesn't work that way. The dating apps are mostly men. Women are supposed to be selective, and we are. So I hardly ever would swipe on anyone. And then when I did, it was usually just to give this loser guy a chance. I'm like, you really are not that hot, but hey, I'm willing to give you a chance. Maybe I'll like you in real life. And then they cancel the date. They can't even keep a date. They have no skills. The men on the dating apps are disappointing. I know there are people who meet on there, but I would say the number of high quality people on there with intention is probably 2%. The rest of them are just vagina chasers and old farts. Now, if you're an old guy, do not despair because a lot of women like old men. Women who need you for your money and women who don't like fucking. If you're over 65, just be careful with these younger women who just want your money for financial security, who want a daddy figure to take care of them, and who don't like intercourse. And they're hoping that you won't either because you're too old for that. That's my opinion. The best place to meet guys, what I'm going to do going forward is the gym. I am going to a different gym where there are a lot of guys and a lot of hot guys. And I'm just going to use my courage and just say hi to them and just talk to them. And maybe some of them will like me and maybe they won't, but that's the way to do it. The best way to meet people, I think, is in real life. Use a little bit of social skills, get out of the house, just say hi to people, and just let some connections happen organically because the dating apps are full of frauds, con artists, vagina chasers, and old farts. And a lot of these guys are not even on dating apps. When I meet guys that I'm like, you can get any woman you want, like when I've met them through work, and they're like, yeah, I know, but right now I don't want to date. I'm very busy with my career. I travel a lot, whatever the case may be. These guys are not on dating apps. They don't have to be. They actually talk to women. They're in social circles with other single people. And women love these guys, these relationship type of guys. Women love these guys. So that's my conclusion about the dating apps. If you're an old guy over 65, I would just be sure that the woman, if you choose a younger woman and she likes your financial security and you like her youth and beauty, that's a fair trade. Just if you like sex, just test that out, because a lot of these women do not like fucking. They do not like sex. A lot of women were sexually abused. They may like you going down on them, but no intercourse. Or they may not even want you going down on them, depending on how they were molested. So you have to keep that in mind. Women who like fucking, we're going to go for the younger guys because we know they want to fuck. And I'm just dropping more truth bombs here, so sorry to be so harsh, but yes, I do like them younger. Or, you know, I'm going to drop in the description a really funny video from this woman who was talking about how a lot of men have no dick game, how she's tired of these old men with limp dick. Yeah, fix your limp dick. Don't bring that shit to me. I'm not responsible for your limp dick. Take care of that or go fuck your pussy pocket. I'm not here for your limp dick. I don't like it. I like my cocks hard or get out of here. You know, I do not mind a guy having an occasional issue, but all your limp dick problems come from you not caring about your health. A lifetime of bad diet, and now you add your medications. Cholesterol medication, high blood pressure medicine, medication you take for urinary incontinence, anything you've done for your bad prostate health, your enlarged prostate, your prostate pushing on your bladder, medication you take for depression, medication you take for anxiety. All these things are interfering with your erection. So is porn. And then you want to bring that to some woman and like, we don't want it anymore. We're tired of bad dick. And I'm going to call it tired of bad dick and vagina hunters. Because you're a vagina hunter. You have no discernment. If you can't get a woman in Los Angeles, why would I be interested in you? You know, you're fucking 2-hour drive in horrible traffic. I wouldn't even drive that far. If one of my kids lived in Los Angeles, I would hardly see them. The drive is just horrendous. I hate the traffic. You got like 8 lanes of freeway going 80 miles an hour or different speeds each way. Like the traffic is just very disjointing to the nervous system. My life now is about pleasure, joy, playfulness, beauty, authenticity, fun, nourishment, and I do like to give. I do like to give to people who need it or people who deserve it, but not of a JJ Hunter from Los Angeles. You know, like that's lame. If you can't even get a woman in Los Angeles, we're talking millions of people. Millions of women don't want you. Why are you coming to me? Like, that's what they do. The dating app losers. They are desperate vagina hunters and old farts. Guys that nobody wants. Guys that nobody wants are on those apps. Because women don't like men who are hiding behind their phones. We like men that have confidence, that have courage, that are out in real life talking to us, living their lives. Men that we like look up to. And these guys need to start talking to women at the gym or going other places. I really don't know what all their issues are, but I just find it very repulsive. Because as a woman, we want to be chosen because we choose you. We're very selective. So if we choose you, we want to know that you chose us. And if you're just swiping on everything with a vagina, I don't feel special. And I'm not like Simone Biles, who was like, oh, this guy is so hot. I'm going to drive 45 minutes for a date. Because she grew up in foster care. She was neglected by her parents. She was sexually abused as a child by her coach. And her whole mindset is, how can I get you to love me? And she winds up with this retard loser who's might have a good body, but he's got no personality. He puts her down. He's entitled and grandiose, and he's a piece of shit. I hope she never has any kids with that guy. I hope she gets some therapy. He's just another, and I bet he likes white, blonde-haired women. A lot of these guys like white-haired, like blonde-haired white women. And when you don't let a man pursue you, then she pursued him. You can tell how she looks at him. He didn't say one nice word about her in that interview. He's just like, yeah, she kind of chased me and I'm the prize. And yeah, we hit it off. That's your wife. No one knows who you are, Jonathan, whatever the fuck your name is. And you may not even be laying down good dick. She's just in love with you because of her childhood trauma. So she glorifies you even though you're a nobody. Nobody knows who you are. And now you made a fool of yourself by acting like an ass on national TV. But these wounded women will go for you. I'm not a wounded woman. These guys going after me not even hot enough. But even if they were, I'm not interested in fuck boys. That's what the dating apps are. A bunch of fuck boys and old farts. Short guys with no education. If you're 40 and you've never had kids, why would I want you? You've never been married, you have no kids. You're 50, you've never been married, you have no kids. That's a guy like my brother. There's a reason he's never been married and has no kids. He's got issues, big ones. I'm not interested in men my age who've never had kids. If I'm going to date a guy who's never had kids, it's going to be a young guy. Make it worth my while. This is the attitude of women who don't need men anymore. We're tired of the bullshit. I do like men, don't get me wrong. There are a lot of good guys out there, but I'm saying the men coming after my vagina on the dating apps are not men I'm interested in dating. The only men I would be interested in dating is a guy that impresses me, a guy I would have to meet in real life, and that's another disappointment. I go to a lot of places. I go to the restaurant, the coffee shop. Over the years, I've gone to so many events and the opera and plays and the symphony, and single men don't go out. If you're just hiding at home, how am I supposed to meet you? You know, and these same guys that are single, hiding at home, they're on their phone swiping. That's a turn off to me. That makes me not be able to trust you or count on you if you're not even out socializing or enjoying the artistic opportunities or going to the dance class. Why aren't these hot guys in the dance class? It's just these old losers that nobody wants. I don't care if you know how to dance. If you're old, an old fart, I'm just not interested. You know, and that's where a lot of women like younger men. Now, I've had women say I like older men. I always liked older men myself until I hit 55. And then I'm looking at 60-year-olds. I'm like, you're an old fart. I'm not feeling it. So if you're over 55, I suggest you go younger. Like women in their 20s and 30s is what you should go for, because a lot of them really like older men. Once I hit 55, I went backwards. I went younger. I just couldn't, you know, I saw so much erectile dysfunction. And also, I was married. When I got divorced, I'm like, I do not want to date a guy with a house and a garage full of shit. I spent my whole life cleaning out garages full of crap, keeping a home, a filing cabinet. I had a filing cabinet with 20 years of tax returns. You know, it wasn't fair. I left everything when I left him. I'm like, I'm just so done with all this bullshit. And I do not want to date some old fart going to work for some 9-to-5 company in a safe, secure job with the garage full of shit. I'm done. I was very interested in these young guys who were just building their life and didn't have anything and were building something. That's a lot more exciting to me. That's a lot more exciting to me. That's all I want to say for now.